Hey guys, Sam here. I get a lot of questions, comments, and people wanting to take pictures of this ridiculous contraption I built behind me. So I figured I'd give you guys a quick demo for the internet to see. What I got here is what I call the Dualcycle rack. It is a 2012 Triumph Tiger 800 XC with a bicycle strap to the back of it. Twice the send, twice the fun. It's taken me to some awesome on some awesome twisty roads and to some awesome mountain bike trails. Just all around fun. Just camp off of it, take off for the weekends, everything I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking about it and set this thing up and show you how easy it is to take on and off. And yeah. So I have the front tire just mounted on with some Velcro straps, just easy, mounted to the frame on top, and to the pedal on this side. Comes off there. Got a close detail of the crank holder. I just took a piece of 1-inch flat bar. Well, it was 1.5 inches, and I had to grind it down. And I actually just got back from a 4-hour ride. And this piece right here is actually taken from 2x2 cycles, which is where I got this, kind of stole this idea from. I'll link them in the description. But I am in no way endorsed by 2x2 cycles, or really even asked them if I could do this. I just kind of saw their idea on the internet and figured, yeah, well, first off, that's awesome. I got to do that. I need that in my life. But then I saw the price tag of $280, and I was like, and then it was made out of steel, and I'm like, nah, I can probably build something like that myself. And instead I used aluminum because, you know, super lightweight. Gotta have it. Just took a bicycle inner tube, wrapped that on there. This is actually, so back to this piece here. This is their platform pedal mount. It's like a $15 piece. I got them from their website. I'm sure you could figure something else out, but as is, it's super solid. This whole setup, I mean, it's not going anywhere. Moves with the bike. It barely bounces on the road. It does get sketchy on dirt roads, two track, you know, rough roads, rutted stuff. And whenever the back starts swinging any one way, starts leaning and whips around, like when you're on a rough road, really pendulums in the back there. It's kind of sketchy, but on the road, I don't even notice it's there. It's totally flawless. Like I can go any speeds, I can hit any corners. It's solid. I don't even notice it's back there. It doesn't wiggle or wave. Up to triple-digit speeds, so it's great on the road. It'll get you to the trailhead to go mountain bike, and if you want to actually do some shredding on the motorcycle, take that thing off. So there's that. I have of course I got some panniers here, and here's all my mountain bike gear. Everything I need is in there. I'll show you what's in that in a second. This is really what's keeping this thing in its place, is these two straps here that counter cantilever, or whatever you want to call it, the weight, so that when I remove the bike, if I've done it right, probably could have used some more tension here. You can see that almost none of the weight, like literally none of the weight, is resting on the on that rack. There's 0 static load. So those straps mounted to the front, the passenger foot pegs, take up all the load there. So the rack itself sees none of that under static conditions. Of course, when you start hitting bumps, this thing is a nice solid piece to keep it together. And if you had a road bike with, you know, rigid forks, like this thing is just, it won't move. But of course you got some give with a mountain bike suspension. But again, like I said, it's totally great. So let me take the rest of this thing off. I just have this held in by rock straps. These things are pretty great. Stretchy bungee cords. So I have an Originate fork block. Fits multiple sides. I picked this specific fork block. A little on the pricier side, but it fits basically all the fork sizes. You just have an adapter. I have this fork in particular is a 20 millimeter through axle, and this is a 15 mil insert. And of course, when you go back to your road bike, you got your quick release skewer that you can slide in there. So I have multiple types of bikes, and you probably do too. So that was important. Bonus of having this having this piece of inner tube right there. This inner tube cradles against this side of the crank to stabilize any lateral movement. But since I have it zip tied on there all the way around, it gives me the ability to rest the. Oh, that's the wrong gear, but that's loud. The ability to rest that and use this whole thing as a mobile work stand, so I can run through my gears at the trailhead real quick and make some adjustments if I see fit. And just rest right there. I got a mobile work stand, so that's a bonus that I didn't really engineer, but pretty happy with it. And that's it. Now I'm ready to ride. Here's a little more detail of the rack itself. This is just a standard Wolfman luggage rack, and just like a 1/4-inch plate of aluminum mounted to the 4 places. There's nothing special about that, but it did have these slots here that were and exactly 8 millimeters. So I got some 8 millimeter studs to slot into this aluminum extrusion, which is the whole system. This is called an 80/20 aluminum extrusion system, and these are great. They're like a rector set, the industrial rector set. You can build all sorts of stuff with it. And you just go on their website, pick out what series you want to get. This was a, gosh, I forgot what series this was. 3030 series, I think. I'll look that up. And it cost me $100 for the 80/20 portion of this. That includes the fasteners, the slot nuts, this little bracket here, all the little hardware pieces. Got this, you know, flush fastener here, and that goes there. This whole thing mounts 3 points. 1 point right here, 2, and then right under here. Brings it all together. So I made this on a sliding system. Measured this out. Made this adjustable. Just undo these bolts here, slide it forward. If I have my road bike, the crank sits right around here. And if I someday ever get a nicer mountain bike that is longer, lower, slacker, I can shift it out there and accommodate basically any bike on here. So pretty happy with that. But yeah, that's about it. I've got several hundred miles on this setup already, and it's great. I can't recommend it anymore. Like, ride your bike with your motorcycle. Put your bike on your bike. Just do it. Build this. This was $100 for the 80/20 channel, and about $40 for the fork block. Go to Home Depot for the flat bar, the aluminum flat bar. Bend it up, drill a little slot here. I don't have to tell you how to do this. You can probably see if you're handy at all, you could probably build this. If not, get a 2x2 cycles and they'll hook you up. So yeah, that's it. It's awesome. Just do it. Thanks. See you later.